It's here. It's here. NGD, baby. Oh my God. Holy shit. This is like better. Oh. I honestly, this is way better than I've imagined. Wow. Holy shit. Holy shit. I mean, obviously, like, I chose the specs on this guitar, so, like, obviously I knew what I was getting, but Kiesel doesn't send you any updates. They don't send you anything when they're building this, and so, obviously you know what you're choosing, but, I mean, in a way, you have no idea what it looks like. This is incredible. Like, I honestly... Wow. Insane. Insane. This is so dope. This is the coolest guitar to me I've ever seen. Definitely the coolest guitar I've ever owned. Wow. I can't wait to plug this in. Holy shit. So yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to do a little bit more of a, excuse me, in-depth video just to kind of show it off and go over the specs, just because I assume I'm going to probably get a lot of questions in regards to the build and such. I've already kind of made some modifications to it. DiMarzio has these really cool like buckle straps. They're really good if you're playing live and you have a battery pack for, like, you know, for a wireless system or something like that. That way you don't have to, like, pull the strap off or pull the battery pack off to use it on a different guitar. These are in there. These aren't going to go anywhere. You can just unbuckle this with the battery pack on it. And so the only discrepancy was that they only have black and silver, or chrome rather, for you know, DiMarzio for their hardware. And so I wanted to kind of keep the gold theme because I have a lot of gold hardware on this build here. So I took the black hardware they did provide. Well, out of focus there for some reason. Apparently this does not want to focus. So fuck it, I guess, whatever. Vanquish model Kiesel guitars, 7-string multi-scale, all gold hardware, you can see. This is actually my first guitar that I have owned that does not have a tone knob, and I was like semi-nervous about it, but I never used it, and I was just kind of like, well, whatever, and I don't miss it. I've had this guitar for about 5 days now. Been jamming it. It just plays nice. It plays so well. This is a chambered body, and so, to my knowledge, that means that a lot of the inside is routed and it's hollow. So it makes this guitar very, very light. I was very surprised the first time that I actually picked it up. I'm not really sure how they do that. It sounds like it's a very proprietary thing that Kiesel does with this, but if you're going to get a build from Kiesel, I would highly recommend it. It does affect the sound, it affects the tone. It gives it a very warm sound, but it also adds some attack to it. Turn it around here. This is also a bolt-on neck, which also adds some attack. And I'm a down picker. I only alternate pick if it's absolutely necessary. So this guitar truly is made for me. It does have the abalone on the top of that knob there. If I can get it to focus on the camera, I do apologize. You'll see the frets as well as the Kiesel K logo on the 12th fret. I did that abalone as well. I didn't want to go too crazy with the gold. I did want to have some finer details of some other stuff there, and so I thought that would be a very good matchup. Locking tuners. These are Kiesel. I mean, it's just, I love it because it's just straight wood, man. You know, I do some woodworking myself, so I got an appreciation for things like this, and you can just see, I mean, it's got like, it's all natural knots in it. The Royal Ebony fretboard, which I'm very partial to regular ebony, and I think the Royal Ebony just like looks amazing. Just gives it a lot more of a more earthy kind of organic feel, which is something I wanted with this as well. Kind of the first guitar that I've had that's kind of has the you know, just natural look to it. I was shocked. I did not anticipate there being like a dual tone when I opened it, but I mean it sold me. I'm very, very, very happy about that. These pickups, these are Kiesel pickups. This is the thorium, and this is the lithium. I'm pretty partial to bare knuckle, and I've been using Blackhawks on my formerly main guitar, and I just love those bad boys. I'm not 100% sold on the pickups. That does not knock or degrade or undersell the build and whatsoever. So far, these seem a little hot, a little hotter than what the Blackhawks are, but I'm not sure if Blackhawks would look good in this. I mean, give me your guys' opinion. I mean, you know, I was thinking maybe like Aftermaths, because I can get those in gold and slap those bad boys in here. Guitarnomy pickups have been recommended to me quite a bit as well. I have no experience with those, but I know that they do kind of wood covers, so that might be kind of cool too. It would add to the theme here. I'll definitely be doing some videos and some recording. I'm excited to get that going. I've only had it for a few days here. I've already been writing riffs with it. It kind of provided a new sense of inspiration, so it's something else, man. This is my first custom build I've ever had, and I'm super happy about it. So I just kind of want to end this video with something that needs to be said. There's been a lot of drama and such going on online about Kiesel guitars, and I'm not really going to get into that. You know, this seems like there's YouTube videos and enough Facebook posts about it. I'm not going to talk about that here. But what I can talk about is my experience. I have never spoken to Jeff Kiesel. I don't know him. I don't know what he's like. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know who I am. The individual that I worked with Kiesel, his name is Mike. I don't know his last name, and I believe he's like a sales associate or sales rep with Kiesel. And Mike has been super, super, super helpful. If I'm basing Kiesel's customer service off of my experience with Mike, they get 10 out of 10. Mike was very, very helpful, explained things very thoroughly, gave me suggestions. The antique ash top was actually suggested by him. He helped me pick out the pups too. I'll be the first to say I don't know everything about guitars. I had a lot of questions that to a luthier or to someone that knows guitars probably sounded really stupid. I'm fully aware of that. I know for a fact that I asked stupid questions. Mike, you know, always showed me respect. He always explained things to make sure that I understood them. And so thank you, Mike, and you know, you're a great representative of Kiesel guitars, and that's my opinion. It's great. And as far as the build goes, I mean, it's perfect. You know, I did mention that the pickups are a little hot for my liking, but that just could, you know, be a little bit of tone tweaking on my end. And I already kind of had planned about switching them out before I even, you know, put the order in anyways. Before I ordered this, they quoted me 10 weeks for the build. And in Jeff's Facebook Live videos, he actually says 10 to 14. So I didn't expect to get this until probably end of June, early July. And I think that I originally did the math, like May 19th or May 20th is going to be like 10 weeks. And today is May 15th, and it showed up on Monday. It showed up on May 11th from FedEx, which means it was done probably a week prior. So this thing was done in like around the 8-week time frame, which is super, super, super quick for luthiers. One of the reasons I went with Kiesel is because of their build time, because a lot of other places were quoting 5 to 6 months, which I'm sure is worth it. And you're going to pay a large amount of money for something that is going to be yours, custom to your liking. You want it right away, right? That's not just possible, but you know, Kiesel is they're able to hammer these out pretty quickly, and there's still, you know, an immense amount of quality to it. So as far as customer service goes, 10 out of 10. As far as the build goes, 10 out of 10. I would 100% recommend Kiesel guitars for a custom build to any guitar player, to absolutely everyone. That's based off of my experience. I understand there are individuals who have had experiences that have not seemed so great, or in their opinion, or other people's opinions, or truly haven't been great. I'm not really going to comment much more on that. I can speak about my experience. I can justify the good customer service that Kiesel Guitars and Mike provided me, and I can speak to this wonderful build this exceptionally gorgeous guitar that Kiesel has supplied me with. And I'm excited to do business with Kiesel again in the future. I really am. Thank you guys for your time and watching this video. If you got any questions, hit me up. I thought that this was kind of helpful if you're maybe thinking about going for a custom build. I'm sure here to help out. I'm not endorsed. I'm not a Kiesel player. I don't work for Kiesel at all, but I can speak to some things. So, thanks guys.